You will lose yourself if all you do is work. I'm saying this right now as I walk to the gym at 6:47 a.m. in the morning right now. The sun is not up yet, and I'm creating this time block for myself to do something that I actually like. I find that it's very common for a lot of people to not put themselves first, but put others first. This can be in the form of when somebody tells you to do something, you'd actually rather do that and stick to it, other than if you tell yourself to do something, you probably won't stick to it. So if our employer actually tells us to do something, we are very on the ball, we'll actually do it. But if we tell ourselves to actually do something, it doesn't seem to be the case most of the time for most people. And the statement that I made earlier about you will lose yourself if all you do is work, I admit that it's a privileged statement in a way, because there are people in some circumstances that cannot actually afford to not work throughout the day, because they are in such a predicament that they just have to do it in order to survive and meet means end. But I feel like for the vast majority of us, we're most likely not in that type of situation, and we are perhaps, if you clicked on this video, you are probably in such a predicament where you have been prioritizing your work and not much of yourself. You've been losing your boundaries for your work and just pushing the time boundaries further and further, and maybe even working outside of the work hours in order to deliver what you have to deliver. If you enjoy doing that, and you actually enjoy the work that you're doing, such that you're willing to make those sacrifices and you find meaning in it, then that's actually a good thing. But for those of you who find that some of it does not have a purpose and you don't know why you're actually doing those things, then I think this video is more for you. So what I really find is that it's super important to create time blocks for yourself. Why is that so? If you don't create time blocks for yourself, you end up filling the rest of your time with your work-related things and don't really create time for yourself. When you actually block out time, you're actually specifically telling yourself that at this period of time, let's say at 7 a.m. in the morning, I will do this thing for myself. If you didn't set that time block, it's less likely that you're going to do it. If you just say that, I'm just going to do it when I'm free, you're actually never free, I would say. This is what I realized when I didn't really set time blocks for myself, and when I was totally unable to work out and do what I actually like, which is working out. And it is something that I want to do for myself. There was a period of time early in the year where there was a week of work that was super busy, and it was a week such that I was also falling sick. I had a flu. So throughout that Monday to Friday, all I did was literally work. I went to the office in the morning, then I worked. And because the deadlines were quite tight for a demonstration that I had to do, I'm working in tech as a software engineer. So there was a product feature that I had to do a demonstration for. And it was by the end of the week. Timeline was quite tight. So that meant that during lunch, I had to take a shorter lunch break in order to just make sure that I could make the most of my time. And that meant taking a very quick lunch, just a 30 to 45 minute lunch, and then getting back on the task. But even at the end of the workday, at about 6:30, I wasn't able to finish it, so I had to actually extend it past that. And when I went home, I still worked on the task from about 9 to 10. And because I was sick, there was no way that I was actually able to do what I actually liked, which was working out and something that I wanted to do for myself. That continued for the rest of the week. And there was a period of time in the middle of the week that I fell even sick. And while I was on medical leave, I still didn't really have a choice but to continue working on the project that I had to work on because the deadlines were quite tight. And it was during that point of time where I really realized that, man, what am I doing? Like, if I just keep up with this every day and not have any time to myself, because I couldn't create any time for myself because I was sick, I was unable to work out. It just made me feel very miserable. So that's when I came to the realization that it's very important to actually do things outside of your work. It doesn't mean that you have to take up a lot of time, but just blocking out some time during the day or during the night, whichever you like, to do something that you actually like. It doesn't have to be working out if you don't like working out. It can be anything that is actually for yourself and not for someone else. Because if you're always doing things for someone else, you're actually helping them to live their life instead of your own life, which is ultimately a very important thing, right? We want to live our own life. And that is why I find that it's very important to create boundaries for yourself, create time blocks for yourself. If not, it's very likely that you wouldn't be able to actually do activities that you enjoy because you haven't created a strict time block and a strict boundary for yourself to know and also to make sure that you're gonna do this for yourself at this specific period of time. And knowing that you have set these time blocks is more likely that you know that, okay, for the rest of the day, because I need to do this at this specific time, I cannot waste any other time through the rest of the day because I want to do that specific thing. And I feel like that's really the biggest thing that helped me. Creating time blocks so that I do not just keep working, removing my boundaries for work, and sacrificing my whole life. So we just reached the gym, and I'm just going to show you guys a quick gym workout that I usually do. If you guys aren't interested in working out, you can just stop the video right here. I hope that the video has been helpful in some way and perhaps make you realize certain things and improve your quality of life. So we're going to move on to the gym workout, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Today we're just going to hit a back focus upper day. It is currently Thursday, and this is the third day of my workout split, my 4-day workout split. If you guys are interested in it, you can check out the video. I've actually made a video about it. It's more in-depth and detail of what I actually do in my workout split. And I find that this is quite a time-efficient split. If you are busy on time, short on time, working full-time, or just a student, you can check it out. Also, if you're interested in trying to get abs while working a 9 to 5 or just being a full-time student or a busy person in general, you can also check my 9 to 5 abs guide. It's down in the description below, the first link. Over there I share knowledge about foods and how you can actually create an effective weight loss plan while actually still having a busy life and fulfilling your life outside of your gym. And there's also an in-depth guide on how you can actually work out your abs effectively with just a few exercises, and also an in-depth 12-week plan that you can take in order to create your weight loss plan. We're starting off by doing a vertical pull, the diverging lat pull down. This is a pull in the frontal plane, and this will be actually biasing more of your teres major, which is a muscle that is just under your armpits, but it will also be hitting your lats to a certain degree. Next we have a vertical pull, however this time it's in the sagittal plane. Sagittal plane meaning that it's actually dividing your body into left and right halves. As you can see, the elbow is much more closer to the midline of our body. I find that sagittal pulls allow me to actually hit my lats and actually feel my lats more when I actually pull towards the midline of my body. So I like to also include these for full complete back development. We're moving on to a horizontal back movement over here, which is the diverging cable row, and I'm really focusing on flaring my elbows out so that I can actually target my upper back muscles. And you also have to focus on moving your shoulder blades. As you can see, stretch them out at the front, and then at the back try and retract them and pull them back like you're squeezing your upper back muscles over here. After this, I just hit some dumbbell lateral raises and a flat press and also an incline press to just complete the whole upper body session, and ending off with some abs. Here's the current physique update. I'm kind of bloated right now because I ate too much yesterday, and currently we're trying to do a really slow and lean bulk so that we can reduce the amount of fat we gain while actually putting on some quality mass
So far I've been feeling pretty good. Energy levels have been feeling pretty good, way better than when I was trying to cut. So been liking this so far, and we'll see how it goes.
Finally at the office, just gonna have my breakfast right now alongside 2 eggs that I made early in the morning. So hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it informational or relatable to some extent, because I think this is something that a lot of people are facing right now. So remember to actually prioritize yourself and not others sometimes. You really have to give time to yourself, do the things that you like. If not, you will be living the life for others and not the life for yourself. And you will forget the things that you actually enjoy doing, and you'll just be doing the things that are demanded by other people. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like these types of videos, do hit the like button and also subscribe. And if you like more fitness content, which is mainly what this channel is about, do subscribe and I'll provide more fitness tips in the next video.